quick side note before we get started in this review. The channel now has a subreddit links down there if you want to join the subreddit community for Daniel Greene. I'm on there. My username is the Daniel Greene because someone snatched Daniel Greene. Damn it. Avatar The Last Airbender is a show that has repeatedly appeared on my channel's radar as a blip, and this blip has shown its head again and again. This show was actually responsible for the first ever controversy or backlash I received on this channel. People asked me to review Avatar The Last Airbender, and my response was, I don't typically like anime that much, so I don't think I'm going to, and I think I was still trying to be like funny, edgy, so I might have said like insults towards anime. I don't remember, I don't know which video it's in. I'm sorry, it was probably childish what I said. But since then, Avatar has been brought up repeatedly, either people referencing me not liking anime and that kind of whole dismissal of Avatar The Last Airbender, or people just continually asking me to review it, as well as many other anime series. I've pretty continually ignored it, sticking to, look, if I mention anime, I typically get backlash, so I'm not a big fan of it, so let's just stick to what I know and am good at, and let this whole medium continue to just be in my past, because when I was a kid, I did watch some anime, as every 90s kid essentially did. But recently, it seems like Avatar has been pushed to the forefront of my psyche or subconscious, I don't know how you want to phrase that, whatever makes me sound good, intelligent, and informed. And that is through, one, I did recently start watching and sporadically have continued watching an anime called Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood that I've enjoyed quite a bit. That's probably a pretty popular one, though I don't really know pretty much anything about anime anymore. It's been over a decade since I actively watched it, so sorry if I'm just talking about a series that everyone knows and loves. But it was recommended to me by Elliot Brooks, a fantastic booktuber who you can check out in the links down below. And having that one, I actually enjoy and was compelled to actually continue watching. Another YouTuber I actually was becoming rapidly a very big fan of continually brought up Avatar The Last Airbender, and that is Hello Future Me. But Hello Future Me makes fantastic video essays going into different aspects of writing, character work, just general media as well, and he very frequently references Avatar, convincingly, having just, oh, here's how you do a great redemption arc with Zuko, here's how you do a good magic system, and he references Avatar, you know, just continually pulling from this world, and it made me curious. How good is it? What am I missing out on? So a few weeks ago, I decided to go online and start watching it. Another side note, it's not free anywhere, not with any of the subscription services I have. You'd think it'd be on Netflix, them doing a live action adaptation, but no. So that's annoying. And I dove back into this world, and I did watch it when I was much younger, so immediately a whole lot of memories came flooding back. I remembered more of the show than I thought I did, which is a weird thing to say and sounds paradoxical, but it's true. And the deeper I got in it, the more I remembered why I liked this as a kid. There is really great character work done in Avatar, and I'm not about to say for a kid's show, for an anime, no, just flat out fantastic character work. And with many shows or books or anything, I would immediately reference the main protagonist as the deepest character, but this is not the case. Aang is great. He's a wonderful protagonist, and he moves along this story very well. I enjoy his arc. He's going through the, oh, it made a cowardly choice, now they're trying to redeem themselves arc, and it's good. It's really good. It's well above average, and I commend it. But the standout character, without question, is Zuko. That pretty much has to be apparent to anyone who watches this show. His redemption arc is one of the best I have seen, full stop. Redemption arcs are hard to pull off from a writing standpoint. You have to simultaneously set up a villain or bad character or just seriously flawed good guy who is in the wrong. They have made bad decisions. They've done regrettable things or believe in ideals that are not correct, not in the truth, not in the light, however you want to phrase it. And make it so we as the audience do not like them, have them set up as the enemy, and cannot predictably see they're going to go through a redemption arc. And Zuko does all of that so far above just good, it's fantastic. At first, he comes across as this bratty, try-hard prince who is very hateable and a very good antagonist for our main heroes. But he slowly, and I'm just going to go ahead and say full-on spoiler warning for a show that ended a long time ago, so spoiler warning for Avatar The Last Airbender. Woo! And he goes through a brilliant redemption arc, becoming a friend of our protagonist. There are some rather corny moments because it is a kid's show, but it's so good. It's so well handled that I have to heap all the praise, official gold star from me, well done, on the writers here. Yes, the voice acting was solid, and all the animation for the facial expressions and all the nuances there, the scores, helped us as the audience believe in the redemption as well. But none of that would have worked without a rock solid foundation from the writing for Zuko. A character whose motivations we understand, a character whose redemption is believable and relatable, someone who is taken out of their echo chamber and thrown into the real world and shown the consequences for the practices they have been preaching for so long. It's been done before. It's not a wholly original arc. All I am saying is it's a exceptionally well done version of that arc. So for me, Avatar was a good show with a couple of really good characters and one outstanding character. I would say my second favorite character is probably Toph, the blind earthbender who invented metal building. That's just badass. Followed up by my third favorite character being Iroh. Great mentor figure, wise old man trope. Well done, like that as well. And that's, if you notice, something is repeated here. Avatar is not the most original show ever. It's not bringing new things to storytelling or going against the grain in any really particular way. It's just doing things that have been done before on a scale from good to excellent. Even its magic system is a bit derivative from many things we've seen before. Elemental bending has been around since pretty much recorded history. That's been a part of various magic systems always, but it's never been done so bluntly, but I mean that in a good way. The bending presented to us in Avatar The Last Airbender is incredibly straightforward, but incredibly fun as a result. It feels like something that little kids can go outside and just pretend play as, but also is something that is nuanced enough and interesting enough that the animators have a ton of fun working with it and making the show a beautiful experience to watch with the bending. And we as adults can kind of draw more interesting conclusions and see some creative things done with the bending, especially by the Avatar, as the show progresses and skill levels rise. Now for my criticism though. There are still things that bug me here. As I said, this medium and I have not always gotten along. Unless you're by Studio Ghibli, I'm not the biggest fan of this medium, though Studio Ghibli's kind of just cheating. They make some of the greatest films. And the biggest thing for me here is the humor and the insistence on undercutting dramatic moments. Oddly, a similar problem I've been having with recent Marvel movies. There is a continuing trend from season 1 to 3 of dramatic moments happening, big payoffs, catharsis reached, and then undercut by a joke and some wacky animation.
The Loser Lord!
And that's really annoying to me. I can forgive the humor that doesn't work with me just happening sporadically in random episodes. That's just part of being human. Not every bit of humor is going to land. But I have a harder time forgiving humor that undercuts something that was well earned.
The Loser Lord!
After the big bad is brought down, there's just like this childish trash talking name calling that was just... And I understand it's meant for kids, but I don't think kids necessarily enjoy that. I think kids as young as, 7 or 8 can fully comprehend storytelling beats, momentum, atmosphere, and catharsis, and appreciate when they're let to last. You don't need to undercut it by some name calling that's supposed to be funny.
The Loser Lord!
And maybe I'm the biggest buzzkill ever for that. I'm more than willing to admit that humor is completely subjective, and I'm sure there's others out there that laugh endlessly when someone looks at a Fire Lord and then calls him like Lord Loser or something. If that's your humor, go right on ahead. I laugh at some dumb stuff too. But I don't know, when it's timed that poorly, it really hurts my enjoyment overall. And that honestly has been the largest thing turning me off from watching and reviewing anime, is the childish humor that seems to dominate the genre, which is why I know I've been pushed to watch things like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Attack on Titan, etc., because they pull against that. They go in the other direction, which is why I'm open to watching and reviewing them on my channel. I need to see how this video does, of course, so if you want to see me review more of these type shows in the future, hit like, subscribe, comment, let me know, yes, you're interested in this and you want to see more. Because if this doesn't do well and my audience is saying, no, stick to fantasy, stick to sci-fi, that's where we like you, that's where I'm going to stay. Anyway, guys, that is my ranty review of Avatar The Last Airbender. Some of the best character work I have seen in a TV show in a long time. Beautiful world, wonderful magic system, great score, freaking obnoxious sense of humor. Like and subscribe if you have not already. Hit the Patreon if you want to support what I do here. Hit the Amazon affiliate link if you'd like to buy any books I reviewed here on the channel. I get a cut. You support what I do here, which helps immensely. And have a good one, y'all. Peace. Remember to check out the subreddit if you're interested in being more involved in the community here. Post what you like. I plan on making rules as we kind of figure out what works and what doesn't. And this latest story I'm working on for my book, the little short story that's going up on Patreon, hopefully within the next few weeks, might evolve into something bigger. I'm really digging writing this. I don't know. I'm having fun with it. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great one. I love you. I hope the feelings are returned.